What a terrible episode. Okay, y'all, let's be clear. I'm going to be very honest with you this week. If you don't like that kind of stuff, then, goodbye. But this week in particular, Matty said, I'm just going to have to do a recap and a roast of what I witnessed today as television. For some reason, there was a comedy challenge with no jokes. A lip sync assassin that was worthy of our time that was given a song that I feel was a setup. We need to get into this. Cue my theme music. Listen.
Yeah. Yes, dog. Oh. Get that out of there.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Matty Rants. Thank you so much. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy, Matty Rants. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Do me a favor, hit that like button, that share button, and that subscribe button. Now, I noticed you're noticing, is this Canada Drag Race background? Well, it seems that this show, Canada's Drag Race, is a little bit more entertaining for me. And I'm going to use this for just a second before we get to some other kind of backing here. But before I go there, because I've seemed to have given you a lot of befores and not many afters, here is my social media links where you can follow me. That's at MattyRants on both Facebook and Instagram, and at the MattyRants on Twitter. And if you'd like to donate to the channel, please and thank you. Cash App, $MattyRants, Venmo, Matty-Rants, PayPal.me/MattyRants. So, okay. We saw the episode. Was this your favorite? Tell me in the comment section below. I am very disappointed, honestly. I did expect more, and I told myself, don't have expectations for this. They didn't even give these girls a promo. All right, here we go. The queens returned back into the workroom to talk about Alexis leaving. People are sad, but Shay still had suspicions. Let's take a look at the lipsticks. Everybody chose Alexis, except for Alexis, who chose Blair. Blair thanks them for keeping her there because she has so much to show and she can't wait to prove herself. Okay? Okay. In other words, the narrative for the first 5 minutes is Blair is determined, Juju is still the narrator and forever will be. Shay's cool. I tried. And Miss Cracker is... Okay, they come back into the workroom. It's a moment again. Rupaul says some stuff. Then she shows up. Hello, hello, hello. Do you see how this is rolling for me? We have been given a stand-up comedy challenge. This is not a roast. This is just a stand-up comedy challenge. They need to do a stand-up routine. It's presented to Ross, Michelle, Rue, and our two guest judges, which is Jane Krakowski, who I'm a huge fan from 30 Rock and The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, and Sam Richardson. I forget the name of the show on Comedy Central. I watched one season and liked it, but I didn't pick it back up again. But is it like Brothers or something? I forget what it is. It was actually kind of funny. And he's funny. Yeah. All right, y'all, what you want me to say? It just, the crack got real dry as it just continued on from this episode. Honestly, this was boring. It was boring. Now, you can tell me I'm being negative about this, but you have got to be real here. This shit was boring. Now, I will say, I did like Cracker's decision-making with choosing the order, because it was like, by the way, here's why I put you here. It is to make you fail, but everyone deserves a challenge. That was cute. that was cute. I mean, hold on. Okay, so they go and meet Jane and Ross is now the comedian aficionado, honey. He is giving them the worst advice, apparently. That's what everybody was saying in my comment section. I think he was giving them decent advice, but I'm also like, Ross, I don't laugh all the time with you either, so I don't know what else to say. But then again, here I am on YouTube, and she's on this show, so what am I talking about? Real shit. So Blair got a good critique and came back all kinds of, I'm going to be this bad bitch. I can't wait to win this. I'm going to make it to top 3. This is my mission. What did I tell y'all about how this edit goes and the narratives at play here? The girl who feels her bag is full of the most has nothing. She thought she left the mall with all the Gucci, and sister, it was just the receipt telling you your transaction was declined. The delusion of this the delusion. Jujubee, it was like, Miss Cracker, it was like, okay. Shay, it was like, nah. And that's just how it went, honestly. They get back to the workroom. There's a conversation that happens. Let's just get to it. Let's just get to it. This is really what the episode was. Let's just get to it. Now listen, I'm doing this edit and I realized I am forgetting a huge point I made on my Instagram Live. What? Okay. So, I love you, Shea Coulee. Lord knows I do. But damn, if the storyline wasn't about Sasha Velour, I don't know what to tell you. All you need to do is say her name 3 times in a row, and I assume she was going to appear in a black and white striped suit and tell you, snap out of it. Like, seriously. And I know it was something that really did affect Shea, and it was like kind of the emphasis of everybody's storyline for her as it continued on throughout the years. But Shea is fierce, and I'm sad that that's honestly something that's really bugging her. RuPaul comes out in the second best dress, and that's not saying much. Honestly, look at this. Look at that sleeve. I do like the silhouette, y'all. I really do. To me, I thought to myself, I wouldn't want to have this as the second best dress of your season for All Stars. This should be like 5 or 6. Honestly, rude. But you've been rude in the dress department, and we, the people, are no longer here for it. I'm just saying, I love you, Rue. This has been right. This has been wrong. Please put it together and make it all right. You heard the guest judges. You already heard what I said in reference for that. All that good rigmarole. All that. On to the comedy show. Woo! By the way, the comedy show was sponsored by Mickey's in West Hollywood. Jujubee started at the bottom. She got there. Juju started at the bottom and she somehow got there. Started at the bottom, now she's there. Oh, started at the, Juju, them reads was, what was that at the beginning? Miss Thing, if that was the Bible and they found that to be Genesis, no one would have found Exodus. Very much that. It was pitiful. Now you got better, but it was better. It wasn't good. You got better. And I'm being nice. And y'all can say what you want, but I was also affected by everybody wearing blue except for Shea Coulee on a blue stage. I just felt like, how am I supposed to feel here? Very that. But I did like her wig and the dress was fitted right. It was sad to see Juju not soar in this kind of challenge. But Blair St. Clair, that was the real funny, well, it wasn't funny, but that was funny because it wasn't funny. And she thought she was going to be funny. Miss Thing had a notepad. Where, do I have a piece of paper somewhere right here? Hold on. This bitch was straight up reading the joke. Reading the joke. Read the joke. Read the joke. No. It was no bueno. It was not good. I do declare that was trash. I do declare. Miss Cracker in blue and this wig that I'm now used to seeing because that is a signature Cracker wig. Miss Cracker was funny, but the thing about it is, and Miss Cracker, hear me when I say this, to be real with you, Blair before you kind of just dragged your full performance down a bit to where it could only be funny. I'm not saying it wasn't funny. It was funny. I wasn't guffawing. I wasn't laughing. I smiled. I made a face. I turned my head a little bit. It righted. It went like, one of those moments. I lost a little gravity sense of something here, a little screw pivoted out of the place, bitch. But I didn't find it as entertaining as most, and I don't apologize for that. Shea Coulee, it was cool. I did it again. Come on, Matt. It was good. Yeah, it was good. But I wasn't, again, this was not funny. This is the worst comedy challenge they've had. This is the worst comedy challenge they've had on this show. Hands down. As a matter of fact, comment section, tell me below, what do you think? Do you think this was the worst comedy challenge they've had? Because that's good, because that's where my opinion stands on this. Very much. I was very, very bored. Very bored. But things got better. So the runway was freak out and bring your freaky attire to the runway, or Club Kid Lee Bowery-esque, I guess. That's where they were going with this. Now, Miss Jujubee she was giving all kinds of that Lee Bowery down. It was very cool. I love the fact that it was this giant tail she was carrying. I thought Jujubee was plus. I loved it. It was severe. I mean, Blair St. Clair, even with this kitty cat kiss Club Kid look-esque type of situation. It was almost Shea Coulee's look low-key, but it just had a little extra with that giant tail and the fuzzy and the fur around it. I love what she did with her makeup too and the wig as well. I thought it was also right. I was like, oh, this is cute. Miss Cracker, this was a look. This was a look. I got very Clockwork Orange, but then a mixture of something else in the beginning with that outfit. It gave me almost an anime-esque type of feel. It was right. I didn't care for the reveal, to be honest with you. Bodysuit, I found it to be ill-fitting as fuck. So I was like, why is that left bead for her nipple all the way to the left, center, right, while this one over here is up in the corner trying to figure out where the PowerPoint presentation is going to be? I'm just saying. But I did, and another thing too, Miss Cracker is really good for this long, flat wig that sometimes Michelle would read a lot of other girls for on other seasons because it was never teased high enough. Isn't that interesting? Huh. I may be thinking too much about it, and also those contexts were kind of silly. But yeah, I did like Miss Cracker's look the most from the beginning start, and I think Juju's, as a full picture. Now, Shea Coulee, I know what you were giving, but I didn't. No, I see what you threw. I didn't catch it though. It was like whoop, and it kind of was a ball. If this was baseball, that would be a ball, sister. Yeah, it was a little off because it was cute, but it wasn't freaky. It wasn't freak out. I wasn't like blown away by it. I thought it was I thought it was a hot outfit. Honestly, I was like, this is cute, but that's what I thought about it. This is cute, but it needed to be freaky. So it wasn't a bad look from Shea, just didn't meet the challenge requirements. See how that works? Judging happens. Miss Cracker wins. Okay. I can see it. She had the best critiques on the runway, and she also was given the best critiques for her challenge. Scores, average, there you go. The queens get backstage. Blair has a moment of honestly thinking that she needs to be in top 3. That was cute. That was cute. Cute. There is a moment where Jujubee says that she has to go to the bathroom and there's a sponsorship with Poopery. I now understand why at DragCon last year I received about 7 different bottles of Poopery as I walked around. Or maybe they just knew something I didn't. This is where everything goes to shit, and I'm just going to have to say how I feel. Cracker returns in a basic outfit, and it was. I soon found out why it was basic because it really matched the song. But the lip sync assassin is revealed, and for the first time this season, I don't think anybody can disagree that this one is a lip sync assassin. Kennedy Davenport. Darling. Kennedy Davenport, the dancing diva of Texas, darling. Huh. I was like, it's on and popping. I don't even want my glasses for the rest of this. Please forgive 1/3 of my shirt as well. Because I know somebody was like, Matt, you know who? 1/3 of it is a problem. 2/3 are fine. So you're telling me that you brought Kennedy Davenport out of Dallas, Texas to LA to dance to a country music song, a song by Reba McEntire. Fancy. Not Iggy Azalea's Fancy, who I would have been okay with that White Chicks impersonator doing something of the sorts. I would have been fine with that. Little Charlie X, you know the rest. I'd have been fine with that. I'm sweating so much because it's all this bullshit. That's what this is. That's why I'm hot. I'm fire engine hot right now because I want to scream so loud, but I refuse to lose my voice over this bullshit. You brought Kennedy Davenport there to you brought her there to lip sync to a country music song against Miss Cracker. If someone is going to argue that the queen should be able to perform any song, I agree. And I think that Kennedy did perform. I agree that all queens should be able to perform all songs. But Miss Cracker hasn't performed not one song since we've had this season. And this is the one that she went. And I watched the performance. Honestly, again, the song choice was trash. The song choice is trash. But Miss Cracker doing this bit to... I wasn't here for it either. Now I'm looking at Kennedy twirling this fabric around too, and I'm like, what is going on here? Did they pay you, baby? Is that what it was? You can't win this one, Ken. You can't win this one, Ken. You can't. It was the worst, by far the worst. It was a complete setup. You really brought her back to do that song. Who in production said Kennedy Davenport should be chosen for this specific song? Reevaluate your stance, please. Because you did me a disservice as a fan. I'm so mad that I continued to stream that. I wanted to say so many things, y'all. But in reality, I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, they played us. Disqualified. We asked them to show us what you got, and we got bull. This episode, a couple other episodes, we haven't even gotten to the finale yet, which after just seeing a whole interview take place where India verified that they weren't campaigning, now all of a sudden, here come this video. Girl, now Mayhem and the rest of them returning, and we're getting back to the Lexus drama again. Oh my God. Oh my God. Is there going to be a vote? What's going to happen here? Who do y'all want to win this season? I am so tired. I am so tired of this season trying me. You had a great cast. You had a full presentation. There was some oohs and there was some ah moments, but man, they were few and far in between. You had Shea Coulee up here. Girl, Alexis Mateo shouldn't have been sent home so early. Mariah Perez Balenciaga shouldn't have been sent home so early. I think that a couple of these challenges were setups. I think a lot of the production was a little lazy in this bit. I can't handle it. I said it. That's how I feel. That's where it goes. Honey, I will see you next week for All Stars 5, the finale, but Canada's Drag Race is holding down this franchise. I'm going to be real with you. You want me to give a floop about this show, and you didn't even give a proper promo for it. Then you come out here with this half-ass whole comedy bit. Pull out Kennedy Davenport, the only lip-sync assassin you truly had. I mean, Evie is good. Like, we can pull out the numbers with the other girls. They were all good. But assassin-worthy, who we all were like, where is she? Where is she? Where is she? She finally showed up, and this is what you did. You took this black queen, and you put her in a country song, and you gave her nothing but wood chips. You gave her pine chips and asked her to sashay away. I'm evil. Donna Summer should have been used. A disco number should have been done. You know how this is. You're supposed to give these bitches a challenge. That was a setup for Cracker to win. Now Miss Cracker can say she beat Kennedy. I'm going to forget this episode ever happened. That's just what I'm going to have to do. I'm just going to have to forget this episode happened and assume that Blair went home when Alexis did. It was a double sashay away. The fuckery of it all. Simply that. Listen, I don't have any more vouchers to give this episode any more time or appreciation here. I'm going to go ahead and get to editing this bitch now and get this posted for y'all in the morning. Tell me what you thought of this week's episode. Did you find it funny? Did you like it? Were you engaged? How did you feel about the runway? Did you find the lip sync to be interesting? What did you think of judging? Tell me how you feel. I gotta go, honey. I gotta get my libations together because right now this was bad. Disqualified. Oh, terrible. I'll talk to y'all later, babies. Bye.